Okay, schools. Everybody likes to say that the problems with schools are the teachers or bad environment or even not enough money. But it's not the money that's the problem. It's, well, capitalism, basically. Not people who capitalize on things necessarily, but the cause of it. Like, people can't tell you anything, can't even talk about the amendments. They won't know about it. They'll know more about what went on in 90210 or shit like that. It's because relevancy has a large part in it. Get more relevant to watch television and know everything that goes on in the world about entertainment than it is to understand what economics means. I find the relevancy in stuff that make them popular. They don't care much for school because of this. Some do, yes. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not making categories or anything. I'm just basing the facts of the issue at hand, the facts of the social behavior in a social society. I'm not prone to good facts, but I'm just saying. I know most people make up urgency problems just to get a point across to own something else. It's like a Texas City shuffle. But schools are just... I remember when I went to school, I learned about STDs and everything else, and yet they have a stimulus plan to make sure everyone's educated on STDs. It don't make any sense. I was in a crappy school, a very crappy school, and I still learned about it. They're just using money for the good. For the good that you want, that you get to see. They only show you the parts that you get to see. It's a Texas City shuffle. They throw money at you to make you look that way, think they're doing a good, right thing, while they throw money over here, and you don't notice that. You don't notice the bad they're doing. See, they're much more smarter than Bush was. Obama is. He's much more smarter than Bush. Because Bush, he let it be known, and that's why we see everything he did. Because he wasn't smart about it. As opposed to Obama, which showed people, hey, I care, and he's gonna throw stuff that way while he's taking care of business over here, saying, I'm going to get people out of war. Yet we don't see that. He's lying. He just lied to the people so he can get in office. That's basically what's been going on for a long time. So I can't say anything. I can't. Some guys tell me, well, we put up with all your white presidents that did this. You can put up with a black one. Well, I can put up with it. Yes, I can put up with thousands. You'd be unbelievable amounts of pain that people can put up with. But the school problem isn't money. It isn't anything else. It's just people are more in tune with entertainment than there is anything. They find it more relevant to be popular. Like I said, they care more what people think of them as opposed to what they think of themselves until later. That's when age comes into play, people say. Me, I'm trying to go against that behavior. I was with it before. Everybody was one time. I was with it. I didn't care what happens. But now it just stresses me out, and I shouldn't even look at it anymore because it stresses me out. It's... You notice so much ignorant things happening, yet everyone thinks everyone's ignorant. Everyone thinks they are, because here's something for y'all to look at, to pay attention to. You notice when you put a comment, something controversial, anything, everyone has to express their opinion and tell you how much knowledge they know and how little you know. Those people usually don't know jack shit. They just assume they do. They say, look, you need to read up on your history and your philosophy and this and that. You don't need to do a damn thing. It don't matter. Nothing matters. Fact is only based on social behavior and the social order of things. Like, if you go up to a crowd of gangsters, they like to call themselves, with a hat and baggy pants, you talk to them, and you wear the same things, you act just like them, that makes you unweird. But when you go to a a suburb or something where there's people who dress, punk gothic kids, that would be not weird with them. Everyone else would be considered weird. Everyone has their own truth, their own facts. They can say what they want. They're still not going to get me to believe it. I base my opinions off of things I notice. I take someone who says something to me and I break it down. Like the way they said it, how they said it, the tone they said it, what time they said it, and why now. I use all that. It tells me a lot about people. Like someone comes up to me and says, do you like my friend? Basically, she's telling me if I like her friend. But why would she ask me that? That tells me that she's that type of person who would say something like that. Someone who comes up to me and I know I ask them a question, like, what? It doesn't have to be anything specific. Like, what's your position on Obama? And then how they answer it tells me what little and how much they know about it. That's the only way you can get it, from questions. Let's see if they have little or nothing. But if there's no question, you just assume, and you don't look at the actual facts. People have two different views. You can't just assume your view is correct all the time, because other people's views may be correct. Okay? They say you killed 30,000 people, just like how they have these things about 37% of the American people think this should happen. I don't remember somebody asking me a question. Ain't I an American person? I mean, most of you out there, they say, no, they're not. They can't be talking about me. I guess I missed that. It's all made up, man. It's just the people they do, at the time. They get 10 people and think that's everybody, I didn't have anybody come up to my house, knock on the door, and ask me a question. Do I think we should be in Iraq? I didn't have anybody come up to my door. And then yet they say 37% of the people should think we shouldn't be in Iraq. That's horse shit. Mostly everybody in America thinks we shouldn't be in Iraq. We're going bankrupt. We can't afford it. That's one point there. We are already bankrupt. I don't know why they're saying we're going bankrupt. We're in debt. We're in monstrous debt. Our inflation is skyrocketed. They're trying to throw more money at it, try to fix this problem, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can't inflate it more and pay us less. That don't make any sense. Okay, you get in there and they inflate the currency, drive up everything. Everything goes up $1, $2, $5, $100, and then they give you a 20-cent raise. That's not helping it at all. Just like how the Federal Reserve sits there and makes the prices of, a suitable price for people in America. But yet they don't know the value of the dollar bill. Don't them go hand in hand? I mean, if you have the value of the dollar bill, that tells you what prices should be. But they say, we don't do that. We do this. Well, you're going to make prices skyrocket just because you assume something bad's going on? That don't make any sense. Just like how we take our back and blood and work our asses off and get nothing. Basically nothing. We just have enough to live on. We live penny by penny, dollar by dollar. That's all we live on. And they raise everything up. It makes it worse for us. Makes it worse. They should make it equal. Things go up. Ours go up equally. Like if bread, you cut that into it. Like bread goes up $1, pop goes up $1, and that's all you need. They should take the pop's dollar and the bread's dollar and add that onto your account. Because if you can't eat or drink, you have problems. Okay? You got to go without electricity or something. Everything goes to hell. Goes to shit in a handbasket.